Hi there and welcome to Lorena's Labyrinth. My name's Anna Pirelli. The comments that you see here are my views, beliefs, opinions, and sometimes they are not even my fully formed views, beliefs, and opinions. However, they are my understandings. Please do retain an open mind and reflect on any of the content and your comfort levels. If your views differ, please feel free to leave a comment. Also remember, it is possible to disagree in respectful ways. My way is not necessarily your way and vice versa. You might also find that some of the content on this playlist in regard to spiritual or universal laws, it resonates with you, meaning it feels right to you, while other laws may not feel right or they may not feel comfortable. If this is the case, the information is either not right for you or it is not right for you right now, and it might never be right for you at any given time. It really doesn't matter. As an earthy and practical person, I can put my hand up with all honesty and say that I have at different times had the same feelings about some of the content in here. And with some of them, I still have a level of skepticism within my viewpoints, but I choose to retain an open mind about the things that I don't fully understand for a few reasons. Firstly, because I believe it would be supreme arrogance to think that we all know all of the answers while we have a body. And because what is right for one of us is not necessarily right or suitable for all of us, and I choose to respect the differences. Please do leave your opinions, beliefs. Feel free to argue the points in a respectful way with any of the content on the slides and even my interpretations. And if you feel that you can add clarity around some of the content, we would all love to see it. Thank you. For now, though, let's explore the laws.
All creation is governed by law. The principles that operate in the outer universe, discoverable by scientists, are called natural laws. But there are subtler laws that rule the hidden spiritual planes and the inner realm of consciousness. Contained within these laws, or conditions, is the true nature of matter. Knowledge of these laws has an effect upon the mental urges. Mind is the builder. Stay in full mindfulness of the application of universal law as related to self and to others, and know that in love all life is given, in love all things move. In giving one attains, in giving one acquires. In giving, love becomes the fulfillment of desire, guided and directed in the ways that bring the more perfect knowledge of self as related to the universal, all-powerful, all-guiding, all divine influence in life. Love is life. When we go back, merge with the God source, in some infinitesimal but profound way, we expand the mind of God. Our higher self always points the best and most perfect way, and it is ours to listen and choose or reject what we hear. It does not blame, but patiently tries again to show the perfect way, the loving way. All of creation pushes forth. We are ever becoming. Identity ever remains. Universal Law number 49. The law of love. One of the 7 laws of our solar system, under the 3 major laws. This is the law of the astral plane. It aims at the transmutation of the desire nature, love in the personality, and links it up with the greater magnetism of the love aspect on the Buddhic plane, love in the triad, and the monads of love. These 3 points mark periods of completion and starting points for fresh endeavor in the life of the evolving monad, from the personality to the triad, from the triad to the monad, from the monad back again to its source. Love limits itself by desire.
And this is one of those laws that I look at it and I think, gosh, gee, what a bit of a brain fry, really. We have to really unpack this. Okay, so the first thing is it refers to the 3 major laws, and I don't think that I've actually put this up anywhere. What are the 3 major laws? They are the economy of force, synthesis, and attraction. Okay, now we've looked at economy of force, we've looked at attraction, but we are yet to look at synthesis. That's coming up because actually I'm listing them all in an alphabetical way primarily. Okay, so these are the 3 major laws. Now, the same deal applies to the 7 subsidiary laws, okay, which are the ones that are below the 3 major ones, which of course it says that love is one of these 7 solar laws of the solar system. What a mouthful. Anyway, so I thought I'm going to put these up as well. So the 7 laws are, not all have been referred to yet. They are sacrifice, vibration, we've still got to look at these, cohesion we've looked at, disintegration, fixation, and the law of magnetic control we've looked at, and now today we're going to look at love. So these are the 7 subsidiary laws. So to unpack this law, I've tried to recreate an image that I found online, and I wouldn't say that it's completely accurate, but it does give you an idea. In that golden semicircle at the top, that's supposed to be the 1,000 petal lotus, and if I am correct, it represents nirvana, divine love, unity, oneness, right? Once again, I say if I am correct, all right? Now, the other thing, going back to this, is that the law of love relates obviously to the 7 laws, and obviously the 3 major, it goes back to that. In fact, I think it's under the law of attraction. Anyway, the law that we had read out to us says that it refers to the astral plane. Now, if we look at the image that I've got here, we see that the astral plane still has personality attached to it. As the person's vibration escalates, they let go more of the persona according to the law that we've read here. But when there is the astral and the etheric plane, actually, perhaps I should mention this again, just in case people don't understand it. Okay, so we've got a physical body, and then we've got the etheric emotional body that is around us that actually conveys our feelings. This is the bit where we talk about the aura, people coming in and out of our aura and perhaps leaving. Dross is a definition. That would be called etheric dross. It's all down to words and language, isn't it? Trying to describe stuff that's really not that easy to describe. Okay, and then you have the astral. So at each layer, the physical body is the heaviest. Its vibration is slow and low vibration, and this is why the sunlight doesn't shine through us. Okay, as our aura gets lighter, we drop our physical body and that kind of stuff. You can see spirit, for want of a better word. I'm actually just thinking, I'm digressing from my notes here. If we wanted to describe etheric as a visual, the aura can actually be seen, and everybody can see aspects of it, but it's about training your vision to look at this, right? And it was put to me actually by one of my Reiki teachers many years ago that if you are looking at a tree outside, maybe it's because we've got really good sunlight here, I don't know, but if you are sitting out the front of your house and you're looking at the tree across the road and you squint your eyes a little bit, this is just an example of how you do it, you see a blur starting around the leaves and that kind of stuff, and it might be a light blur. And anyway, what you're looking at is the tree's aura. And a lot of people will start this with looking at a candle, because there's kind of the candle flame, I should say, there becomes a little bit of a glow around the actual body of the flame. So it's not the actual substance, it's that space around it. So that would be the etheric stuff, okay? But within the etheric, the physical, and the astral, you still have personality. Now, let's go back to how I made some sense of this. I'm not saying correctly or categorically, of course. The physical plane refers to physical love that we experience towards each other, which this could obviously be maternal bonds, it could be the bonds of sexual attraction, it could be paternal, or the love that we have for our children. That's a physical love. When we get onto the astral plane, this is where we can actually meet our soulmates or guides and this kind of thing. Right, let me think on this a moment. Okay, so I'm going to put it like this. We can, if we are at all sensitive, I'm talking about humanity, most people will perhaps, whether they consider themselves to be spiritual or not, will meet a person and feel that instant connection. They have a soul recognition and there's an automatic liking towards that person for whatever reason. It's not always sexual, by the way, but this is personality driven affection or care. But as we raise our vibration, we let go of the ego and we learn to experience the genuine soulmate love, or the love of the person's soul spark. And as we develop this stuff, it becomes easier to recognize the love of the Creator. And instead of looking for other spirits or people to love, we then in turn put our love onto the love of Creator, because actually that love feels far nicer than any love you'll get anywhere else, in my experience anyway. Of course, I'm not sure for sure that this is what this law is saying. I think that the point of the triangles pointing in different directions actually is making a reference to what I'm talking about. If you're the love involved on those lower planes is personality driven, whereas once we go above that and let go of the personality, the ego that I'm talking about, there then becomes this upward spiral on putting the focus of energy, attention and love onto the Creator. But within that, you've got that love of the Creator that also then reflects downwards. So perhaps we're looking at here that when we have a love of Creator and God, we have an automatic love of humanity and a desire to be of service. I'm just thinking this as I say it. I just want to acknowledge the fact too that as we connect with our guides, once we get those skills, our guides will present to us in ways that we're comfortable. And I believe, just looking at this diagram and thinking about it, that my original thoughts are, well, my guides have got personalities. They can be hilarious, actually. I find them to be quite comical at times. But they can also be serious too. But my understanding is that our guides will present to us in ways that we're comfortable with. So if you're a very somber type person or whatever, then your guides are going to be very somber. I might sound a bit somber, but I actually have I think a pretty wicked sense of humour. And in fact, if you really want to know the truth, the first time I saw my guide, it was sitting there pretending it's to file make-believe fingernails, because it took me so long to be able to connect with them directly. Anyway, that's a bit of food for thought for you. Let me know what your thoughts are. As usual, I'm quite open to hearing different viewpoints. And obviously, I'm sounding a little bit brain-fried today. I apologise for that. That is because I have been looking at all of these laws, trying to get them up in a timely way. And then I'm also working on the content for the angels at the moment. So I'm pushing myself pretty hard. I might need a break. In the meantime, I shall catch you on the next video, but I'm going to have a break first because I'm tongue twisted. Have a glorious day, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye.